Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to read another poem of your English words class in class first year, and the poem we are going to read today is The Toys by Coventry Petmore. The Toys poem is written by Coventry Petmore. So first of all, let's get started with the introduction of the poet. Coventry Petmore was born in London in 1823. He was a prominent English poet. He had a religious bent of mind, and he usually associated his poems with the everyday happenings of life, and he had a deep concern for religion. So he was an English poet and critic. He was brought up in an irreligious atmosphere, but when he grew up, he felt a need for religion and became a Roman Catholic. He was much admired by the Pre-Raphaelites. His major works include The Angel in the House, The Road, The Root and the Flower, and The Unknown Eros. And one of the major poems of Coventry Petmore is The Toys that we are going to read today. So let's read the poem. My little son, who looked from thoughtful eyes, and moved and spoke in quite grown-up wise, having my law the 7th time disobeyed, I struck him and dismissed with hard words and unkissed. His mother, who was patient, being dead, then fearing lest his grief should hinder sleep. In these lines, a father is narrating a story about his little son. He says that his little son has disobeyed me the 7th time. He has disobeyed me the 7th time, and father has beaten his little son, and and has not kissed in a usual way. He has not kissed in usual way. Moved and spoken quite grown-up wise. Grown-up wise means in a grown-up manner. So his child talked to his father in a manner which was like grown-up, which was like of a grown-up man. And his mother, who was patient, being dead. So the mother of the little child, had already died. I visited his bed, but found him slumbering deep, with darkened eyelids and their lashes yet from his late sobbing wet, and I, with moan, kissing away his tears, left others of my own, for on a table drawn beside his head, he had put within his reach a box of counters and a red vein stone, a piece of glass upbraided by the beach, and 6 or 7 shells, a bottle with bluebells, and 2 French copper coins, arranged there with careful art to comfort his sad heart. So when that night I prayed. So in these lines, there is a mention of the toys that were arranged on the table which was beside the bed of a little child. The toys were beautifully arranged on a table. So his father says that I, visited the room of my child in order to see if my child, has been awoken, and if he is, crying in the sadness caused by my anger. But he sees that his child is sleeping and he is enjoying deep slumber, but his eyes are, darkened. His eyes are darkened. And his eyelashes were yet wet. They were wet by the tears, the tears of cry. When he cried, his eyes were still wet. And his father says that, and he kissed away his tears. He kissed away his tears. And then there is a mention of the toys that were put there on the table. These toys included, the counters. Counters means tokens which represent money in, board games. And red veined stone. Red veined stone means a stone which has a pattern of red veins. A piece of glass was there, and 6 or 7 shells were there also on the table, and a bottle with bluebells. Bluebells mean flowers. The flowers were there, and 2 French copper coins ranged there with careful art. So these are the toys, which are put on the table beside his bed. A child has beautifully arranged and put these toys on the table beside his bed to comfort his sad heart. So when that night I prayed. Now these toys were arranged by the child to comfort his sad heart, because he was dejected, he was disappeared, he was sad, he was quite gloomy because of the anger shown by his father. So he had arranged these toys on the table in order to comfort his heart, because he was a child, and in childish manner these toys played a part. To God I wept and said, "Ah, when at least we lie with drenched breath, not vexing thee in death, and thou rememberest of what twice we made our joys, how weakly understood the great commanded good, then fatherly not less, than I whom thou hast moulded from the clay, thou'lt leave thy wrath and say." These lines depict that father is so much pained at the recognition of his young son's sweet childishness that he realizes his own weakness and prays to God, and he contemplates that man, in his love of worldly things, forgets whatever blessings he has received from God. In the times of pain and distress, he, instead of praying to God, tries to find peace in worldly things. Father repents, and the realization dawns on him that his love for his son is nothing in comparison of God's love for us humans. God never gets angry, and he always forgives his people. So this was a poem, The Toys by Coventry Petmore, and that's all for now. Inshallah, in our next lecture, we will do another topic. Till then, Allah Hafiz.